I hope you're not a Kardashian. Hey, 4th of July is coming up. Are you ready for the
It
fight?
is 4th of July, you moron.
What?
Don't you know that we pre-record these and then we release them on the same day? So it is 4th of July right now.
Right, it's 4th of July. Let's talk about 4th of July.
Look like you have a firecracker under you.
I have a firecracker on my ass. Yes, exactly.
A fourth of cracker.
So anyway, okay. So why don't you take the lead on this one, and why don't you tell our fans in Sweden and Indonesia, France, Italy, and don't forget Mexico, why we like to celebrate the 4th of July in America. Go.
Sí, es muy diferente preguntas. Preguntas muy diferentes. Diferente. Sí.
Preguntas,
señor.
¿Por qué?
No, español, señor. Oh, mi Beto.
We're not doing Cinco de Mayo. We're doing 4th of July, okay?
Okay, I'm just kidding. What I love about America, first of all, is the bedrock of that America, and it's its history. And upon its history comes a certain philosophy. That philosophy is to unleash the absolute best of humanity. And now, by this very nature, there's still going to be problems. As you can see in America, there are many problems because humans are not perfect. Even the good side of their nature has flaws.
Yeah.
But what I love about America so much is that it really is not. I'm not trying to sound globalist here or anything like that, but the whole idea of America is this Platonic concept. Everyone has an idea of it. But the U.S. Constitution has done a better job than any government document in history to enrapture that America Platonic essence of, and I don't want to go on spouting off, individual freedom, yada, 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 because that's very blasé, we've all heard it before. I love about America is that it enables people to do the absolute best that they can do in being a human. Whether that be practicing moral fortitude, standing up for what's right, pursuing truth, building prosperity, not just for yourself, but for other people. Americans have done more to lift the rest of the world out of poverty than really any country in the history of the world.
Do you think that America is the most exceptional nation that's ever been formulated on the planet?
Well, there are many unique countries and there are many exceptional countries. I think that there is a uniqueness to America. I think there is American exceptionalism. Now, Obama, he's famous for saying, well, I believe in Great Britain exceptionalism and Australia exceptionalism and yada, yada, and this, I mean, the thing is, look, the Roman Empire, yes, it was an exceptional civilization. The Eastern Roman Empire, Chinese Empire, yes, there are many exceptional civilizations, but there is a uniqueness to America in that it's not great because we have a big military, a big economy, lots of beautiful canyons or whatever. No, I mean, that's not what makes America exceptional. What makes America exceptional is no country in the world has ever enabled individuals to pursue the absolute best that they can do. So what do you like?
Well, the New York Slimes, the grand old lady that's now collapsed into dementia, has published an editorial saying that there's no such thing as American exceptionalism. America is really not great. That was the title of their.
Oh well, if the New York Times says, I guess it must be true.
What they said was, "We're just okay."
Okay.
Yeah, we're just okay.
What is okay? Like.
Okay, I want to answer your question now because it's a very valid question. I like what you said about American exceptionalism, and I like the basis of what you have to say about the fact that America is one of the few countries of the world, perhaps even the only one, that allows individuals to exercise and become the best that they can possibly be, their skills, abilities, interests, and
Or
temperaments.
or the worst, you know, there are some sick, messed up people that were Americans and were enabled to be that way.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think people climb out of bed saying, I want to be the worst I possibly can today. I just want to point that out to you.
Fair, fair.
These are just sick people. They're just messed up. Okay.
But you see, that's the thing, is that America, the system enables people to do what they think is best.
Right.
So if
Right.
you're
You're free to be a loser. You're
Yeah.
free to be a degenerate. You're free to be a pervert. You're free to be an Antifa thug. You're free
Margaret
to
Sanger,
be, by the way.
yeah.
But I want to answer your question, which was why do I like to celebrate the 4th of July? I read David McCullough's history book called 1776. David McCullough, of course, is one of our finest living American historians. You've read many of his books, so have I. But 1776, there's a passage in there that really strikes me. And I always reference this when I make speeches to rubber chicken groups of Republican old women with beige hair.
Because you get invited to all of them.
They used to have blue hair, but now they
Focus.
have beige hair. I don't know why they
Focus
switched.
on focus.
You know, you do the same thing. But there's a passage in McCullough's 1776 where he is at a soiree in Paris, because he was our ambassador to France during the Revolutionary War. So he spent most of his time in Paris trying to get money and supplies and help for
Benjamin
the
Franklin, not
revolution.
McCullough.
And
Yeah.
so the French took a great fancy to him. And the reason was because he was terribly witty. He was like you. He was very funny. He was erudite. He was well-read. He was cosmopolitan. He was sophisticated. And he loved women, just like you.
All of the above are true.
Well, the only difference was he was very successful with women. But
Okay. All right. Get to the point.
that's another story.
Let's move it on.
Soiree. He was in a soiree with the Comtesse de Madeleine, and she had this wonderful soiree with their homosexuals and bisexuals.
Oh, get to the point, you.
And there were all kinds of weird, crazy people.
Move on.
And they were all buzzing around Benjamin
Get
Franklin.
to the point, you.
And the Contessa said, "Oh, Mr. Franklin, what does it mean to be an American?" He took a glass of champagne. He took a sip, which I will now emulate. And he said, "My dear Contessa, what it means to be an American is to assent to a proposition." And Mr. Jefferson wrote the proposition that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. And among those are the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what it means to be an American, Contessa. And she just gasped. She said, "Oh, my, I've never heard such a thing." And of course, her head was chopped off soon thereafter in the Revolution. She lost her head. She literally lost her head.
You took way too long to say that one stupid quote. But in any event, which is not even really a quote. You're just quoting Thomas Jefferson.
Reason why we are Americans. We assent to a proposition that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator. Nature's God, I would like to point out. It says so in the Constitution, in the Declaration. With certain inalienable rights that we cannot give up even if we wanted to.
So there are some people currently living right now in America, 2019, who do not believe that people are equal. Some people's feelings are more equal than others. Some people have been historically oppressed, so they're more equal than other people.
Right.
Are these people American? If they're born here, they're citizens.
If you are born here, you are an American. The wonderful thing about Thomas Jefferson is he saw through the entire paradox of being an American. When he said that every 10 years or so, the tree of liberty should be watered with the blood of patriots, he understood that a democracy based upon the Declaration of Independence is a very risky and precarious adventure. It's very risky. And he understood this. He realized that it all could come crashing down because of freedom. We are the only country on the planet that allows absolute freedom of speech Well, there are exceptions, of course, but constitutionally, we are guaranteed in the Bill of Rights the freedom of assembly, the freedom of publication, the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion or not, and the freedom to enjoy our pursuit of happiness, not the outcome of happiness, but the pursuit of happiness. And it all could come tumbling down. All of it could come crashing down, and it's about to happen. Really, we're on a very dangerous point right now where we have elected Muslims that are trying to destroy America in Congress. We have elected school board members and boards of trustees that are trying to destroy America, destroy the Constitution, destroy the Bill of Rights. We have all of that. But you know what? I believe that America will survive that because freedom will always will out. You cannot repress freedom.
And that is why Alex and Mark love America. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Freedom ring. Cheers.
Go put a firecracker in your ass, Alex, okay?
Already done. I'm good to go.